So in my last upload, I called up Bristol City Council and I was talking to them about their clean air zone, something which has now been implemented on the 20th of November of this year, 2022. Now this is all part of the Green Agenda.
Vegetable rights and peas.
So the Green Agenda is something which is going to affect you, me, pretty much every person who drives a car, lives in a house, has got their own business, is going to find you, is going to get you, and it most certainly got me. It's got me in a way because I have to change my car if I don't want to be charged £9 for going through the city of Bristol. So I get charged £9 for going the shortest route from A to B, which is what's best for my customer, what puts less CO2 and nitrous oxide into the atmosphere. And I just wanted to talk to them just to clear this up. And it's true, my Mercedes, my faithful old Mercedes, which has been with me now for the past 5 years, done lots and lots of miles, I've got to let her go because of this whole Green Agenda thing. So I have to go out and splash out loads of money on a new vehicle. So I've been looking around. So I went to a garage which is just up the road from where I actually live, and this is a Mazda 6, which is a lovely car, and it gives me great miles per gallon. It's saying that you get 68.9 miles per gallon. Yeah, right, okay. It might do. I very much doubt it though. But it's £30 per year road fund license, and I thought that was pretty good. And I was so impressed with one of these cars, I actually went out and bought one. This particular one was sold. I didn't really want it, to be honest. It was a little bit too old. It done a lot of miles and it didn't have leather seats. But I did eventually find one. Anyway, so we'll talk more about the Green Agenda a bit later. But it's one or two other things which are on my mind at the moment. So let's get into the video.
This is Callum Smiles, Rebel News, and I've come to the historic town of Skegness. This popular Lincolnshire seaside town has been a hit with Brits across the decades, with over 2 million tourists visiting the area each year. With its arcades, sandy beaches and sunny-ish weather, Skeggy has become a national favourite. But now it's a national talking point for another reason. With thousands of illegal migrants coming across the channel, they're being housed in over 200 hotels around the country, 5 of which are here in Skegness, as some hoteliers have taken up lucrative deals from the government to house the illegal migrants. Now the situation is a tense one in Skegness. Only last week, a meeting was held where the residents didn't hold back telling their local MP, Matt Warman, how they felt.
You say you have a legal and moral duty to home these people. What about the legal and moral duty to home the thousands of homeless people in this country? If you can find money to put illegals in hotels, why can't you find hotels and homes for our homeless? They're ridiculous. Some of them fought for this country.
A strain on public services, issues of policing, concerns over public health, the migrants putting off tourists visiting, and fears that nobody really knows who the migrants are were just some of the topics discussed at the meeting. So you might be wondering why a hotel would let itself out solely to migrants. And the answer is simple: money. Currently, the government is scrambling to find accommodation for the migrants who cross the English Channel illegally, and they are offering lucrative deals to hoteliers. To understand more about the lucrative government deals on offer, I've come to the Hatters Hotel to speak with the owners Gary and Dee to find out why they turned down one of the very handsome offers.
Right, okay, so we're going to leave that for now because my customer has just contacted me and we can go and pick him up. You've got the situation where these migrants are coming over kind of uninvited in a way, just turning up, and the government are absolutely bending over backwards to get them some accommodation, even buying hotels to put these people up. If they can do it for them, why can't they just do it for normal people, you know, British people on the streets who are homeless?
The Crown Plaza on Stockley Road, just a 10-minute drive from Heathrow Airport. This has been jokingly referred to online as Little Albania because apparently it is now home to several hundred Albanians who made the illegal crossing in small boats. It's important to remember that this is one of hundreds of hotels across the country being filled with migrants at the taxpayer's expense. The British taxpayer is currently paying more than £6 million a day on hotels alone.
I don't know, I don't get, something very strange is going on here. I don't get it. I don't understand what's going on. It's like an invasion in a way, you know. I know we're all great, you know, for giving out handouts and stuff like this, and it's, you know, it's Britain and what a wonderful country we are, but there does come a point when enough is enough, where you are literally digging your own grave, as it were. We simply cannot afford, the country that is, to do what we're doing.
The British taxpayer is currently paying more than £6 million a day on hotels alone.
If they can find literally millions and millions of pounds, many millions of pounds, for accommodation for these people who we don't know, who've never contributed to society in any way whatsoever, financially or whatever else, the government are putting them up. They're bending over, absolutely bending over backwards to help these people. But the indigenous people who've put into the system probably for many years, who've even fought for the country, they're being pushed aside. Right, so this is the inside of my Mercedes. Have a look. Let me know what you think. I'm going to go into my Mazda in a minute. You can see a comparison. So this is the inside of my Mercedes. Getting old now. 319,000 miles. 13-year-old car. Now we're going to compare this to my new car. Okay. There we go. This is the Mazda. Nice, isn't it? Leather seats. Yes, it's a nice place to be. Sitting in here, I'm 6 foot tall, so yep, headroom's okay. That's good. Nice car, nice car, nice car, isn't it, mate? Lovely car, Covey. Yeah, you can't come in here. No, you can't. It's out of bounds for you, doggy. Out of bounds. You can see here that it's only 12 months. It's £30 per year for road tax. For my Mercedes, I'm paying over 200. So that's a saving again. It's good on fuel as well. Much better on fuel than my Mercedes. So in the long run, it will save me money. And I don't have any car payments because I paid for it outright. So yeah, all things are good. Right, with the ongoing low emission zones being introduced into probably every city in the UK before long, I thought it was best to get a car which was compliant because it would save me money in the long run. So I've got on a website called Cover, and you can insure your car for just a matter of a few hours or a few days if you want. Pay covered. Okay, we're covered. That's good. Well, we can drive it for a day now legally. I think I prefer an auto, but I think with autos, I think they're not so good on fuel as a manual. Plus, I think they are susceptible to more problems, little issues and things. Hello. You right? How are you then? Right. You okay?
New car.
New car. A new car. Yeah, we're in the new car, so. Right. Where do we need to go to then? We've got to go do some shopping. Do you want to run out to Farringdon and go and get your trousers?
Yeah, you could do.
Yeah. Okay. That's what we do then. Run up to Farringdon.
Well, there's still presents I haven't got to get, but they're not coming back to me, so I mean,
Well, you can't do an awful lot then, can you, if they're not coming back to
what
you?
do I do if they can't help me, Andre?
Right, so later in the day, it was a nice day and the sun was shining and the wind wasn't too bad, so I went out there and flew my drones. I like to get outside as and when I want to, because I'm able to, because, well, I'm free to do that. But there's something which is kind of troubling me on the horizon. I just want to share it with you. I'll leave some links down below so you can go and do some of your own research. Don't take my word for it. But I just want to get into this for the next few minutes, and this is quite important. So this is something which come to my attention just a week or so ago, and I just wanted to share it with you. So Oxford, which is just up the road from where I live, has become the test city for the United Kingdom. There are other cities around the world which are doing something very similar. Now this is all to do with the green agenda, which is now being driven very hard by the World Economic Forum. Now what they want to do, they want to roll this out worldwide over the next 25 or 30 years. And that's the way they do things, basically, slowly, so you don't really realise what's going on. So the idea here now is, regarding Oxford, is to divide Oxford into about anything from 6 to 15 different areas. And I want to read something from the Oxford Mail, and I will stick some links down below so you can read it for yourself. Now the aim is to reduce traffic in the city centre and make city centre living more pleasant. But critics say that the plans will negatively affect businesses and the city centre's economy. Now people can drive freely around their own neighbourhood and can apply for a permit to drive through the filters and into other neighbourhoods for up to 100 days per year. So this equates to an average of 2 days per week. So you will be able to drive around your own neighbourhood freely, but if you want to go out of your neighbourhood into another part of the city, you need a permit up to 100 days per week. And if you don't get a permit, you're going to be caught by the cameras and be sent a fine of up to £100. I think there's a massive problem with this, because people need to go and visit relatives, an elderly relative, sometimes on a day-to-day basis. And what if they don't get a permit? Well, they're going to be fined. Then we've got some massive problems. I do think this has taken our liberties away. I just think it's a step too far. That's my opinion. Please let me know what you think down in the comments below. So you might be thinking to yourself, well, I haven't got a car, so this whole thing, well, it doesn't really affect me, it doesn't bother me, so why should I care? Well, I think you need to care, because the whole green agenda just doesn't stop there. It goes a lot further than that. Now there's something out there called the Energy Performance of Buildings Directive, once again driven very hard by the World Economic Forum. So basically what they're going to be doing, they're going to be scrutinising your dwelling where you live, whether you live in a house, a bungalow, a flat, rented accommodation, whatever else. They're going to be using meters to see how much energy you actually use. And if you're using too much, you're going to be getting some fines. So in order for you to avoid getting fined, you've got to do some improvements to your house. You've got to make it more energy efficient, because you're the problem, because you live in a house and now you're burning fossil fuels to heat your home, to cook your food, and they don't like that. So basically it means that you've got to spend thousands and thousands of dollars, of pounds, of euros, whatever your currency is, to get your house up to scratch. And if you don't, then apparently we're going to be facing fines because of that. I'll leave some links down below to videos, to some articles, and you might want to go and check them out, because it might not affect you right now, but I tell you, it's coming around the corner, and when it does come, there's no escaping it. Anyway, I just want to say thanks for watching, and take care. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. As I did say in a previous video, that as the nights get cold and dark, I will be making some alternative videos, but I will be going out, flying my drones and going to places around the UK which I think you'll find interesting. So once again, thanks for watching, and take care, and bye for now.